It's Thursday, October 2nd, 2025. Thanks for tuning in today. Shooting this video early morning. It is almost 7 a.m. We are on our way to Orange County to take care of a little business. I'm going to meet up with a friend of mine, shoot a little video down there. So that should be airing tomorrow, depending what time I get back this evening. It'll probably air tomorrow. But just wanted to check in with everybody this morning. I was just reading the news, what just occurred in the UK. The people who lost their lives at the synagogue, a terrible, terrible attack. And, you know, it's a reminder when we're traveling, when we leave the house, to be prepared. Things just continue to get out of control. There's just so much going on, so much division. It's incredible what we're watching take place. Nobody at this point is safe. And if you go to a religious gathering, you must be careful. You must be careful. I hope that your church or wherever you worship, I hope that it has security. What just took place in the UK, another sad reminder of the world we live in, that people cannot go and pray in peace, that they're going to be continue to be under threat. And it's happening to all types of denominations. So you have to be careful out there. Nobody, it's not one single denomination. Nobody is safe at this point. So it's really, really another sad event taking place, another reminder. I'm looking at metals this morning. They were up much, much earlier. They were up a lot. They pulled back a little bit, but still up in the positive. Silver's up about 22 cents. Gold's up a little bit over $16. When you watch this video today, I don't know where it will be, but it continuing to climb. We're going to have pullbacks, but overall, the price of gold and silver is going to continue to climb. Look for $50 silver and $4,000 gold very, very soon. It is coming. But should be a nice day in Orange County. You know, I was talking to somebody last night, and they were just telling me, you know, that, you know, they actually live in LA County, but they were just saying that the changes they've seen in California with the trash and the homeless. You know, it's just a reminder of why we're getting out of here. But the world's changing. It really, really is changing. It's so important to be walking close to God right now, because it is changing. I was reading an article this morning, 1 in 5 sellers of real estate, home sellers, 1 in 5 have lowered the price of their home on the market. The housing market is changing, and there were so many people that said it could never change, it was impossible, and here we are, and we're seeing areas now that are really getting hit, down in Florida, parts of Texas, Las Vegas, areas that people would write me and tell me that nothing bad could ever happen, that it was only going to go on forever, and it hasn't. You have to realize that things don't go on forever. Bubbles don't stay bubbles forever. All bubbles pop. And these real estate agents would write me and tell me that I didn't know what I was telling about, that I didn't know what I was talking about. You didn't know what you were talking about. And here we are in this area right now in the desert, Coachella Valley, many cities here, the market has gotten absolutely crushed. I mean, sales are down over 30% sales. I don't know how anybody can even make a living in real estate right now when you're looking at areas that are down, 20, 30, 40%, maybe some areas even worse. Sales down, crushed. Every morning I wake up and read the news, I'm just blown away with what's going on. I can't even keep up with this stuff. It's changing literally by the minute, It's just a crazy place, crazy time to be alive. I just, really hope that everybody continues to stay on path, continues to keep up with their preparations. You gotta be paying off the debts right now. I just feel that we have something out of left field coming, black swan event, white swan event, whatever you want to call it, but something is going to hit these financial markets, and it's going to affect Wall Street. It's going to affect the housing market. Most people's wealth is either in the stock market or in their house, or both. And when this gets hit, it is going to take out so much wealth. You're going to see the biggest wealth transfer probably in history. I don't think there'll be a wealth transfer as big as this one. This will be the biggest wealth transfer in history, because the wealth isn't going to disappear. It's going to go somewhere. And there are people that already know what's going on. Something's going to happen. It is purposely they're either going to purposely pop these bubbles, or something is going to pop these bubbles. And when it happens, people are going to wake up one day and think that they were, millionaires, because their house went from $400,000 to $1 million, and it's going to go back to 400. It might even go less. And people who, continue this gambling in the stock market, thinking that there can never, ever be a correction, there can never be a crash, that's impossible. You're already seeing what's happening in real estate. Nothing is selling. The market is completely stagnant. And you're beginning to see prices going down and down. That is going to accelerate, because you're going to see people that are going to be forced to sell. You're going to see the same thing in the stock market. People will be forced to sell. People will be falling over one another, running to the exits to unload their stocks. But who's going to buy all this stuff? Who's going to buy the bonds? Who's going to buy the stocks? At this point, I'm thinking, who's even going to buy the dollars? Where's the dollar going to be 5 years from now? We got to start thinking right now where all this is going to be a year or two from now, 5 years from now. Where are we going to be socially? Again, when watching what just took place in UK, watching what's happening here, watching a lot of the videos of what's happening in Portland, people literally are animals. People really are animals. And could you imagine what you're going to see when people get hungry in this country? And you're looking at job losses. I haven't seen anything like this, at least not for a very, very long time. Every day, it seems like thousands of jobs, thousands of cuts at this company, 1,000 cuts at that company, 1,000 cuts over at that company. Every day, it's thousands of people losing jobs. And now, with the government shutdown, I would not be shocked. I believe 100,000 people already took the buyout, but they're going to try to get rid of a lot more people, because they know that these jobs are not essential jobs, and it's draining the taxpayer to pay for these jobs that are not essential. We don't need them. But that means that the people who are working these good-paying, well-paying, non-essential jobs, they're going to be out of a job. So how are they going to afford their houses? They're going to be in trouble. So it's going to be a drag on the economy. But that, to me, that has to be done, because the taxpayer cannot afford to be paying for non-essential jobs just to give somebody a good-paying job. I just don't understand why the government should be the biggest employer in the country. Makes no sense to me whatsoever. That means we're paying for these jobs that we don't even need. So how many of these jobs really need to be eradicated? I don't know. But it's probably in the hundreds of thousands. And that's a possibility. We could see hundreds of thousands of federal jobs disappear. And that means you're going to have hundreds of thousands of people unemployed, looking for another job. And good jobs are so hard to find now. Do whatever you have to do to not lose your job. If you do, it's going to be very, very difficult to replace. So many people can't even get a full-time job right now. Many people are just working part-time jobs. This country is a giant mess, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, when you were growing up, did you ever see anything like this? On top of the deficits, the debt, the hatred for this country from its own citizens. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable what we're witnessing take place. And it doesn't seem to be slowing down. It seems that this is going to continue, and everybody needs to be prepared for something. What that something is could be a multitude of things, but it's going to be economic, it's going to be food, it's going to be social, it's going to be spiritual, it's going to be so many things. But I mean, I've never seen so many demons running around as I see now, that just have so much hatred, that have hatred for people who believe in God, or hatred for people who vote a certain way or think a certain way. And I think everybody has the right to vote the way they want to vote, think the way they want to think, say what they want to say, have their own perspective of things. They can wear whatever t-shirt they want to wear, whatever hat they want to wear. That's up to them. I don't have to like it. I don't have to agree with it. But we're watching now things getting very, very physical, very physical. And this is going to escalate. And to what degree, I don't really know. But you're seeing soldiers now on the streets of America because things are escalating and there's just so much crime. And my fear is something is going to happen here from somebody that came over here with bad intentions, a group of people. I mean, we have our own crime here. We have our own bad actors here, but we imported a lot of bad actors with military backgrounds, with very, very extremist beliefs, like this person in the UK, possibly, from what I'm reading, possibly wearing an explosive device. What happens when we begin to see people wearing explosive devices here in America doing really, really bad things? We're not ready for that. People have never seen that. We have an incident at a school and we have 100 cops there. What would happen if you had a handful of these people running around with explosive vests on, doing really bad things here in America? This country's never seen things like that. We're not prepared for things like that. And it would put a real drain on our economy. People would be scared to go out. People would be scared to shop. Think about what it would do to the U.S. economy. Somebody's trying to get my attention here. Come here. Come here. Make sure, I did a video on Patreon. Make sure to check out the Patreon channel. I dropped a video on Patreon yesterday. Take care of your animals. Make sure you put food and water away for these guys, because when the lights go out, when bad times happen, you don't want to be going out. You got to make sure that you don't have to jeopardize their safety. Make sure that you have food and water put away for these guys, because they're family, right? Your family. So anyways, Nugget will be hanging out at the house today, watching things. But so much taking place. Feel free to leave a comment down below. What are your thoughts on this? Have you ever seen the United States in this condition? What we're seeing happening to it economically, politically, socially, spiritually. It just goes on and on and on. You just don't know what you're going to wake up to from one morning to the next, or in the evening what's gonna happen. It's a crazy time. It really, really is. I wish I had more to really talk about today, but I just wanted to just discuss this with all of you, get your perspective, your opinions, leave a comment down below, because it's not even what's happening economically that's which we follow and extremely important, but the mindset of the average person, what's happening spiritually, what's happening socially to people. It's very, very dangerous. It's very, very dangerous. To me, it looks like a lot of mental illness in America. And think about when things get bad too. If we get into a problem with China and they stop sending pharmaceuticals over here, these people who are on medication, that need medication, they don't get that medication, they're going to go absolutely nuts, ballistic. They're already very volatile being on medication. They get off the medication, these people are capable of some very, very violent acts. So be very, very careful out there. Another reason why we're just getting out of here to a small town. It's just getting too dangerous. Too dangerous. I'm going to leave it there today. God bless every one of you. We're taking off. We'll be back in a few hours, hopefully later this afternoon. But it's a sad state of affairs. It really is, to see what's happening to the greatest country on planet Earth. And there'll be 3 people that tell me this isn't the greatest country on planet Earth. You should move. You really should move. Go to where you think the greatest country is. And if you have a better country than America, comment down below. Let me know where it is. Everybody will tell me, oh, America's not the greatest. It's terrible. We've done some horrible things here. I love this country. It didn't say I love the government. Love the country. Don't love the government. But, if you're going to comment like that, tell us where you're moving. Please, if you're telling us how bad America is, tell us what country you're moving to, or would move to. Please comment, tell me the best country in the world right now where you would like to move. Maybe if we could raise enough money and get you there, let us know. Maybe we could do a GoFundMe and get you to the country of your dreams. So comment down below. Let me know what country you want to move to. What's better than America? Again, America's not perfect. We've done some horrible things, no doubt about it. And I think America's going to be judged for it. But there's no country I'd rather be living in. I certainly rather fix this country than let it just fall apart. Yeah, it's terrible. It really, really is. I mean, like, just why would we let this country fail? Why would we let it fall? We should do everything in our power to fix it. I make these videos to keep people awake, to think, and to realize this is the greatest country on planet Earth, and you have no better chance of at least having a little success than right here in America. What country would you go to? Everybody comes to America because at least they have a little opportunity. We used to have a lot more opportunity. We used to have greater chances of success here, but maybe it can be turned around and we can go back to something like that. But I don't know, maybe we're past the point of no return. Maybe America is going to be a third world country, but I guess it'll be the best third world country. Maybe. I don't know. It's getting crazy. I don't know. I mean, there's just so much happening, and it's going to take one event out of left field, and it could change everything forever in America. So let me know your thoughts. Have a great day. God bless.